Before time, before anything we know, there was only a vast, yawning void. Picture this, a silent, empty space called Ginnungagap. It wasn't completely empty though. On one side, you had Niflheim, a realm of endless, biting ice and freezing fog. On the other, Muspelheim, a world of scorching, eternal fire, home to the fire giants. For ages, these two opposing forces existed, separated by the great void. But nothing stays separate forever, does it? Slowly, the blistering heat from Muspelheim began to reach across Ginnungagap, meeting the icy mists of Niflheim. Imagine fire meeting ice on a cosmic scale. As the ice began to melt, drops of water formed and fell into the void. And in this primordial soup, something stirred. Life began. From these drops, the very first being came into existence. Not a god, not a human, but a giant. His name was Ymir, the first of the frost giants. As Ymir slipped the sweat from his body, gave birth to more giants, a whole race of them, right there in the dawn of time. But Ymir wasn't alone in his creation. From the same melting ice, another creature emerged. A colossal cow named Odin. Her milk, flowing in for great rivers, nourished Ymir, keeping him alive and strong. While Ymir feasted, Audhumbla had her own way of surviving. She began to lick the salty ice blocks that were scattered throughout the void. For 3 days, Audhumbla licked. On the first day, a man's hair appeared from the ice. On the second day, his head was revealed. And by the end of the third day, a complete being was freed from the ice. These was Búri, the very first of the Aesir, the ancestors of the gods. He was handsome, strong, and the grandfather of the one and only Odin. And with his arrival, the stage was set. Now you have two opposing forces in this new universe. The giants, born from Ymir, and the gods, descended from Búri. It was an inevitable clash. The birth of Búri marked the beginning of a long, epic conflict between these two powerful races. This eternal struggle between gods and giants would shape everything that was to come. It was this very conflict that led Odin and his brothers to eventually slay Ymir, and from his colossal body, they would create the world as we know it. They used his flesh to form the earth, his blood to create the oceans and rivers, his bones for the mountains, and his skull to craft the sky. They took sparks from Muspelheim to create the sun, moon, and stars. This act of creation, born from an act of destruction, established the 9 realms, including Midgard, the world of humans, and Asgard, the home of the gods. Everything, from the rise of Odin to the final apocalyptic battle of Ragnarok, traces its roots back to this primordial clash of fire and ice in the great void of Ginnungagap. It's a creation story, not of peace, but of conflict, power, and the epic building of a universe. I hope you enjoyed this dive into the mists of Norse mythology. If you love stories of gods, giants, and epic beginnings, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.